ask. I am a messy person. I'm not even joking. Alright, back to business, whatever. Okay. Like I was saying, they're finding out who the benefactor is. Okay. Well, Scott and his pack are at a party, and basically his entire pack is trying to get drunk because they're dealing with the aftermath of just the chaos that was going on in Beacon Hills. Beacon Hills, anyone that lives there that is not supernatural, you guys need to move out. Move. Why would you stay there? People are dying. Y'all are whack. Okay, like I was saying, they're at a party. Everyone is trying to get drunk. Well, Scott's pack. And Scott is just trying to be the alpha he is and lead the pack. But somehow the pack is getting drunk. And my first thought was, of course, Wolf's Bane in the drinks. But no. It's the bloody music. That was a good spin. Good touch, writers, directors. Great add-on. I love it. And, of course, Scott and his pack get, I don't know if you would call it abducted, but let's just call it kidnapped. Because, of course, everyone's going after Scott and his pack now because they're worth the most money on the list, on the Deadpool. And at that same time, Styles and Lydia, they're trying to figure out who the benefactor is and trying to break down like his plan and like what's going on, who is it, and why are they doing it. I keep forgetting, but they go back to like the Icon House, I think, yeah, it's called that, and they get captured by the guard Brunsky, who, if you guys remember, was back when Styles was in the Institute, when he was, I don't know if you call it possessed, but let's just call it that. He was one of the main orderlies that Styles needed to get a key from. But yeah, like I said, Brunsky captures both Lydia and Styles, and he ties them up, and he's talking to them, and we find out that Brunsky is the one that killed Lydia's grandmother. And of course, him being the psychotic person he is, he has it on a cassette tape. But if you think about it, no one uses those anymore. How did he do it? But who cares? Okay, it's just plain creepy. Please stop. I don't want to hear someone dying on a freaking cassette tape. But oh well. Okay. But, yeah. And and like I was saying, he captured both Lydia and Styles, and he is, I don't want to say torturing them, but close enough. And right before he's about to inject something into Lydia, who shows up but no other than our favorite person who we have no idea what or who he is, Joseph Parrish. Who, like I said before in the vlog, in the beginning of the episode, he was burned alive in a car. How he survived, I have no idea. No scars, nothing. And he kills Brunsky. Brunsky's last words after Lydia said, "It's over, the benefactor's dead." I don't know if she said that, but like they're asking him why he's doing it, why did he make the list? Because they think he's the benefactor. His last words were, "Do you really think it was me? She was controlling me." And then who shows up to admit that they're the benefactor? No other than our favorite psycho banshee, Meredith. I'm not bragging or anything, but they made it pretty obvious it was her. When a couple episodes ago, Scott was talking to Derek after they found out that Derek was the key to unlocking the next Deadpool list. How the only person that could have known that was no other than another Banshee. And the only other Banshee we know of, besides Lydia, is Wacko Meredith. She is straight up legit crazy. Okay. Now, other than that, my favorite part of the episode wasn't that. It was when Derek, using no powers at all, just his brute strength and his fighting training, along with Brayden, took out, I don't know if it was Kate's assassins that were after Scott and his pack at the school, at the bonfire. But that was pretty cool because it showed that Derek is still part of the pack, even though he has no powers. So he might not die, everyone. He might not die. So calm down, okay? You're up here, bring it down to here. Calm down. He might not die. He can still fight, and who knows? Me and my brother were talking about it, and we're thinking that if he can get his powers back one of two ways, or three if you count one of them. One, he forces Kate to give him back, like teams up with her and she gives him back. Two, he kills Kate, and that might give him back his powers, might not. Three, Scott bites him just the same way he bit Liam. Is that his name? Like I said, I'm bad with names, okay? Don't judge me. Okay? I'm a human. Okay, but this right here, whenever I watch any TV show, my mind process and aspect and point of view is like a writers and the directors. I think of any other way they could have like switched it around and did a major plot twist to the not just episode but to the entire season and maybe even series. I think they should have had Jackson come back and been the benefactor. You know, everyone, mainly girls, are like, no, don't do that. We love Jackson. Why would he do that? Well, I'm not just saying that. I can prove it, okay? I have a major list of theories on why and how. Number one, in the beginning of season 3A, Lydia hooked up with some guy who was not Jackson, some random guy, which proved that her and Jackson are over. Thought I heard something. Probably just Ginger, my dog. I'll show you guys her later. But yeah, and it never told us who broke up with who, how it ended, if it ended on good terms or bad terms. Also, I think it was the same episode. I don't know if it was, but it was the same season 3A. They brought up Jackson, like his name, and I think it was Scott, either Scott or Styles. And Derek, I think it was Derek, who said he's in, like they're asking where is Jackson, and it might have been Isaac. Oh well, get over it. Someone said it, but they were asking where Jackson is. Excuse me. And they said he's in England training with Peter. Like I said, training with Peter. Peter, our favorite neighborhood psychopath who died and came back, and we don't know if he's good or bad. He could have easily warped and twisted Jackson's mind and trained him to be as much of a killer as Peter is. Maybe even more. Number two, we all remember that Jackson was the Kanima, and his friends were never really his friends. He hated everyone but Lydia. They were eventually able to turn him back human, which he was dead for I don't know how for like 5 seconds before he came back to life as a werewolf. But keep in mind that when he was the Kanima, his mind was twisted to be a killer. His mind may not have fully healed. So he could still be, this could be basically all like a vengeance towards Scott and everything supernatural, because in the beginning, he wanted the bite from Derek. Derek gave it to him. His body rejected it, and he was later turned into the Kanima. He didn't want it. It turned him into a killer. This could be all payback for that. Oh, I lost track where I was. Okay. I apologize. I go on these rants where I talk about the most random stuff, and I forget what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, Teen Wolf. Alright. Oh yeah, Jackson coming back. Yeah. And 3, like I said, one of the main things I noticed is, well, everyone is assuming that Scott is the highest amount on the Deadpool. Why? I mean, yes, he's a true alpha, but could the person who was in charge of the Deadpool, the benefactor, could have had a vengeance towards Scott, which Jackson always hated Scott, because Scott had everything Jackson wanted. Scott had the bite. Then Scott was promoted to team co-captain. And Scott and Jackson were always going at it. Like, always in a feud. They never made up. They never were friends ever. Oh, that's good. But yeah, I know I'm gonna get attacked for doing this video, like, talking about bringing Jackson back, and you fangirls and everyone that was, like, shipping Jackson and Lydia. Get over it. But another thing that caught my attention, that Jackson could have been the benefactor, was this was back, I think was like the end or towards the end of 3A or middle of 3B. I was reading online in a discussion board that the writers have discussed bringing Jackson back, and everyone's saying, no, Colton Haynes, the person that is playing Jackson, he's doing Arrow now. Please, you can be in more than one TV series at a time. I mean, I love Arrow. That is my favorite TV series, favorite superhero, and I cannot wait to see what they do with it. And I saw the season 3 sneak peek for Arrow. I'm telling you, if you have not watched that show, season 1, numero uno, is on Netflix. Go check it out. But sadly, Colton Haynes is not until season 2, I think. It's either season 2 or like end of season 1. But they showed him in the Red Arrow or Arsenal costume. It looks epic. But yeah, I'm just wrapping this video up. Yeah, just if you want to subscribe, that'd be cool. Give a thumbs up, and check out my other videos. I would love that. Leave a comment down below. Just like tell me what you thought about this video. And last video, I said I would put all my info down below. I did not do that. I was having issues uploading, and it just wouldn't upload my contact info, like email, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr. If I even do that anymore, I don't think I do. I still do MySpace, okay? Don't judge me. You can judge me, I don't even care anymore. But yeah, like I said, everything's gonna be down below. Links, all my links to all my social media. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.